Here we have our Laurel frame bundle. The highlight of this stamp set is the multi-layering technique that provides real depth to the Laurel frame. First, you stamp the solid image first in a lighter ink, and then you stamp the more detailed piece over the top in a shade darker ink. You do this with both the leaves and the flowers. Notice that there is an empty space in the Laurel frame right here. That is where you stamp the flowers. Then it will create an open middle. It's hard to tell because of the images here, but it will create an open middle that provides a perfect area for your sentiments. There are sentiments for wedding, friends, neighbors, baby, birthday, or even just to say hello. Let me show you how these work. Okay, like I mentioned, the first thing you do is you're going to stamp that Laurel frame in a light ink, a lighter ink. Scoot these over. Then you'll come in with the more detailed piece and stamp that over the top of this. So when you stamp those two, you actually get this piece right here where you can see that detail added in. Okay, the same holds true for the flowers. So you'll stamp in your lightest ink the solid image, a shade darker and a little more detailed, and again, a shade darker. This one has 3 steps, which then gives you this layered flower right here. So when you have those layered flowers and you add them over the top, you end up with this image. Again, you don't have to do any masking because we've left that spot open for the flowers to fill in, and then you have all of that beautiful detail on your Laurel frame. Okay, let me now show you pieces of the die here. Let me slide this over too so I can show you kind of what we're doing. Okay, so once you have stamped your full image like this, okay, then this die right here, this large one, cuts around the entire Laurel frame. Let me just slide this in. This will be easier. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and stamped this first, then you can die cut it with that piece, and it will die cut around the outside. Okay, it leaves an area right here that you can stamp on, stamp your sentiment. The other option is to die cut the outside and also through the middle with this die piece right here. It's got the part chopped off at the top that goes around that flower edge, but this allows you to have that open window to make shaker cards or just stamp underneath in a different color. Okay, now we also have this piece right here that does die cut these stamped flowers. We did this so that you could actually maybe layer, take some foam tape on that and put it on top to give it a little bit more dimension. Okay, you've got your leaves and the ferns right here. Whoops. And then you've got this banner, okay, which does hold the sentiments in the set. So you've got happy, sweet baby friend. You can stamp right on the banner, or you can take the die cut. So it says there, so you can say hello there. See how you've got your peek through on the there. So you can die cut that out of the banner, or you're left over with your little pieces that say there that you can individually glue down to if you want to use those as individual pieces. And then of course you've got your cute heart to add into the stamp set as well. Okay, so that kind of shows you how the pieces work. Let me show you some projects that we've made with these. Okay, here is a simple card, yet it's really pretty. And notice that it's stamped in grays instead of greens. Just because it's a wreath, a Laurel frame, doesn't mean that you need to stamp it in greens. And notice this is also created on one of our new dip dyed carded envelopes, which I believe is really pretty. Here we've added in, you've got kind of the same idea. We've gone ahead and stamped that. We did not die cut out the middle, but we've put our hello there over the top. And like I mentioned, we did add in an extra layer of flowers by adding in some foam tape on there. And then the background of this is our new stripes and sayings. So pretty. Here's one where we've stamped the Laurel frame on green cardstock with green ink, and it just gives it a little more color there, and added in the flowers, the extra ferns and leaves we've popped on top. And then we did leave that open space to stamp our sentiment. And again, the background is with our stripes and sayings. It's just stamped twice for a cute gingham look. Again, same idea with the background, the gingham. We've gone ahead and stamped this, but we did die cut out the middle, and notice there's some fun sequins in there, so you can make a cute, really cute shaker card. Now, just because it's a Laurel frame or a wreath doesn't mean you have to stamp it exactly in the middle of your card. We really like it offset on this card. And again, this is just a single layer, like there's no layers on this, but because of the detail in the image, it makes it look like you've layered this up and you didn't even have to do any masking. Here's one where we've used the wreath offset twice on the card and put our sentiment right in the middle as the focal point. This just gives it some character. It looks really pretty. Okay, here we've actually just used the flower pieces with the twigs and the hello there. Again, the there is on its own. You can use it outside of the banner or with it, but that just is a really fun element of flowers there. Here we've also used the die. We've stamped all of the fern pieces and just kind of clipped up the frame and tucked it in behind our focal point of the welcome. And then you've got this card. This is just elegant and really pretty. We've got your floral piece here and your hello that we've die cut from our glitter paper pack in the gold. And then we've again got the stripes and saying sentiments as your backdrop behind. Okay, now that you've seen projects made with this bundle, are you excited to create on your own? We cannot wait to see what you craft up.